I already know that this video is going to upset a lot of people today.
Yeah, I think it might.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the comments. But Jen and I today are going to talk about why people are actually not moving to East Cobb.
Yeah, now Allison and I are both realtors and moms in the East Cobb area. We do most of our business from people moving to the area. So you might be wondering, why would we ever do a video on the reasons why not to move to East Cobb?
And the truth is that East Cobb really just isn't for everybody. And when you reach out to us or any of our clients reach out to us, we want to be honest and tell you the truth about East Cobb so that you can make a good decision.
So probably the first thing to talk about when moving to East Cobb, and maybe why it might not be for everybody, is the cost of living. I mean, you're looking at a median sales price of close to $700 to get into the area. That's up 9% year over year, and that's as of the end of May. So you're going to be paying more to live in East Cobb.
However, this is driving some buyers to move to places like Cherokee County or Gwinnett County. In Cherokee County alone, the median household price is about $460,000, and places like Cumming, you're looking at about $590,000. So there are some other options out there, and this is a reason that people might not be moving to East Cobb.
Yeah, and that's a really good point to consider. I mean, that's almost half the cost of getting into East Cobb when you're looking at these areas.
For sure. But one thing I do want to mention, because this is very important if you're thinking about moving here, is that East Cobb is unincorporated Marietta. And what that means is we have significantly lower taxes than some of the neighboring counties. So this can reduce your taxes up to 40%. So that kind of offsets some of the cost of living concerns. However, it may not be enough for some of the people moving.
Yeah, but that still is a really great point, Allison. And consider if you are a senior, there's even a bigger tax break there too.
Well, shoot, Jen, we're supposed to be talking about the reasons people are not moving to East Cobb. But frankly, this is part of the big draw here and why the demand is so high and why the cost of living is higher.
Yep, just got to weigh your pros and cons.
For sure.
So as I mentioned, Alice and I are realtors, and we are also moms. So if you're interested in knowing about the secret spots that are going on in the North Atlanta areas, and especially East Cobb, be sure to reach out to us. We would love to help you. And, you know, we have this massive network in the northern suburb area. So if we can't help you for some reason, we will make sure to connect you with the right person.
Yeah, and as part of this network is other moms living in the North Atlanta suburbs and in East Cobb. So what I often do with clients is connect them with friends and friends of friends so they can get firsthand experiences from people actually living here.
Yeah, and you know what? We have had so many compliments on that because it's really the best way to get to know the area.
For sure. Another reason people may not want to move to East Cobb is if you're looking for a quick and easy commute into the city. So traffic pretty much all over the North Atlanta suburbs is getting a little bit more congested with more and more people moving here. So it's something to think about. You know, East Cobb can be anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour to get into the city, depending on where you're working. So it's just something to consider and something we've talked about in other videos. You know, trying to time your commute is going to be really important. And we know to a lot of buyers, the commute is a big consideration to the quality of life.
Yeah, I mean, having grown up in East Cobb and watching the traffic build has just been mind-blowing, honestly. And just even getting from one side of East Cobb to the other can be a challenge. Another big thing that people consider when they're moving to East Cobb are the schools. And you know what? If schools are not important to you, if you don't have school-age children, or maybe you're doing private school, you may not want to move to East Cobb with the hefty price tag. I mean, the schools are really second to none. You've got an elementary school called Mount Bethel that is ranked #1 in Cobb County.
Yeah.
You've got another middle school, Dickerson, and these are all feeder schools as we go into top-rated Walton.
Yeah.
Dickerson's rated #1 in Cobb.
Yeah.
And then you've got Walton High School rated #1 in Cobb and really #4 in the state.
Yeah.
So that is a big reason why people are coming here. But if you don't need it, don't move to East Cobb.
So another reason people may not want to move to East Cobb is the nightlife or the lack thereof. East Cobb really does not have a nightlife. Although we are pretty close to Roswell, which is arguably one of the best places to go for nightlife in the North Atlanta suburbs, East Cobb is pretty lacking in this area. You're gonna find bars where you can go and catch the Braves game, or some of these bars have trivia and things like that. But a lot of them really cater to families, so you're not gonna find the dance club, you're not gonna be able to walk around with your drinks. It's just not the place to come if you want that nightlife.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, don't forget though, they did put in STEM, which is a wine bar. So if you need a date night, I mean, there are some places for that, but the nightlife, not so much. If you are looking for like that kind of city walkability to the grocery store, or parks, or restaurants, or whatever,
or nightlife,
yeah, you're not going to want to move to East Cobb. I mean, East Cobb is really considered the burbs. I mean,
sure.
It is suburban. You need your car. You pretty much are going to need to walk everywhere you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of neighborhoods, which is something I really like. Depending on how new or old the neighborhood is going to determine how much space you get. But really, we are a land of subdivision, so definitely not a place you want to move if you want that walkability. All right, guys, so that is the scoop. That's the reason people may choose to not move to East Cobb. The truth is, I moved here 10 years ago. I'm raising my children here, so we do have a lot of information about East Cobb, and we've really found the pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I grew up in East Cobb, moved away for a little while, and then came back to raise my family, so it really can't be that bad. We've made a lot of videos about East Cobb and about moving here and some of the other information about it, so check those out. And if you're looking at any of the other North Atlanta suburbs, check those videos out as well. We would love to hear your comments, so check them out or put them in the section below. And if you have any other facts that we should know about or that we forgot, put those down there too. We love hearing from you.
And of course, as always, don't forget to like our page, and we hope to see you on the next video.